Hello, everybody. I want to talk about a topic that a lot of people are getting themselves in trouble with, and that is their mind is on things of the flesh and not on things of the spirit. As it says in Romans 8, it talks about the things of the flesh will lead us to death, and when we focus on things of the spirit, it's going to lead us to life. So this is a really important part that we read in Romans chapter 8. And when we stay focused on things of the flesh, we commit to living a life that goes against things of the spirit. And the things of the spirit are what is known as the Torah, the guidelines and instructions of our Creator. And where our mind is focused on is what we are going to accomplish. And this is a big problem because the Bible tells us not to worship or have idols, worship things and have idols, and to put nothing above our Creator. But when we focus our mind on things of the flesh, things of the world, what we often do is put those things in our minds or in our lives above our Creator. We get addicted to these things. We get pleasure from these things, and more than we do from understanding the things of our spirit, the things our Creator tells us to do and stay focused on. And this creates a tremendous problem. And when it comes to our overall life, when we think about what most people spend their time doing, if you're thinking and focusing on things of the spirit, your desire is to spend things on time in prayer. Your desire is to spend time letting people know about Yeshua, the one they call Jesus. Your desire is to read scripture. Your desire is to just consistently think about what our Creator wants us to do in a pleasurable way, not in a bad way. We're living our lives thinking how we could help others, how we could be there for others, and how we can set a great example of Yeshua in their lives, in our lives, and just to be a great representative of who He was. And that's exactly what Yeshua did. But when you think about things of the flesh, just thinking about that, you get into all these desires of the physical body. And that leads to addiction, that leads to stimulation, that leads to every negative thing that I believe the enemy wants us to enjoy on a regular basis and gets us in a big amount of trouble. The so-called adrenaline rush for things that are dangerous in life. And we might not look at these things as dangerous, but they are, because they're things of the flesh. Now, where are you getting your pleasure from is the question. And think about the idols in your life. It makes a tremendous difference in our overall well-being while we're here. And I do believe that, one day we'll have new bodies according to the word, and we won't be here, but we will still exist with our everlasting life that we'll have. But for now, we are here, and we want to put ourselves in a position where we're gonna be able to get through the day with appreciation for what our Creator has blessed us with, and to find ways to let other people know about these things. And if somebody is focused on the spirit, they are not, in my opinion, going to be caught up in the emotions of the world. And they're not going to be driven by the emotions of the world. There's not going to be a happiness or unhappiness. There's going to be a joy and a peace and a shalom. There's happiness and unhappiness is based on something that happens. That's why they say happening. It's basically letting other things of the flesh control the way you feel. But joy is something different. It comes from the inside. And we're focused on things of the spirit. It comes from the inside, and it helps us to understand that this is from our Creator who formed us in the womb. And no matter what you're dealing with in life, we have to realize how we look at these things, because I do believe that the enemy doesn't know our minds unless we let him know it. Our Creator knows everything, and our Creator knows all. He knows what we're thinking. He knows what we're going to do. The enemy, however, goes by how we react to certain things and sees and watches us. And we need to make sure that we're not talking negative. We're not enjoying the things of the flesh, but we're staying strong on the words of our Creator and enjoying the things that He gives us. And we're doing the things He wants us to do in life. It makes a tremendous difference. And you have to think about the people around you. And when you take a break from certain things and you refocus on things, you start to realize what people are truly doing. And you're like, wow. It's almost like when you weren't a believer and then you become a believer, it's like, how did I ever do that when I was younger? How did I ever mess with that stuff? Or how would I ever even think that was acceptably good or something? But now you see it different. Well, most people are walking around focusing on things of the flesh. And when you start focusing on things of the spirit, like it talks about in Romans here, you start to see it from that viewpoint. It's like, how did I ever really focus or enjoy those things of the flesh? And you start to dislike those things. And that's one of the blessings of life, to learn, is to love the things our Creator loves and not like what He doesn't like, and not have idols in our lives. So I pray and hope that this would be powerful to you, and specifically Romans 8. And if you go to Romans 8, in Romans 8:5, it says, for the ones that are according to the flesh mind, the things of the flesh, and the ones according to the spirit mind, the things of the spirit. Romans 8:6 says, to be carefully minded is death, or to be carnally minded is death, and to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Life and peace. To be spiritually minded. Focus on the Word, focus on our Creator, and not worshiping the things of this world. All right, I will leave you with that. Have a blessed day. Yah be with you all, and shalom, shalom.
Torah Life Ministries, come out of the world. Messiah people seek the truth.